Diane in Denmark here, rah rah rah. It is October and I am excited to be doing another video with my friend Steph today. Now Steph, the Secret Slob, some of you know me from Steph, some of you know Steph from me. And how did I become friends with Steph? Well, it's actually thanks to Steph's mum, Heather. We shout out to Heather. Steph had a problem a couple of years ago keeping her house clean, and Heather suggested that Steph watch my Fly Lady videos. And Steph has since gone on to have her own YouTube channel. She's got a brilliant channel, so go and check her out. And we've become friends, and from time to time we bring you a little video, hopefully something inspiring. We've done Christmas traditions, pantry meals, and today we are going to be talking about books. We all love books. Non-fiction, fiction and kids books. And if you've got something you want to share with us, we all love book recommendations. Put it in the comments down below, tell us what you're reading or what you might like to read. So anyway, let's get to it. Hopefully you are ready to hygge, get cozy, wherever you are. In the Northern Hemisphere, we're all moving indoors. In the Southern Hemisphere, you're probably getting ready to go out into the garden and enjoy those spring evenings. So anyway, let's dive in with the books. And where should we start first? Okay, I'm going to start with fiction because that's what I read most. And it's impossible for me just to give you one or two books that I would recommend. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you my favourite author and the genre that I normally read. Hopefully that will give you a wee bit of inspiration. My favourite author ever, not a surprise to many of you, P.G. Wodehouse. British classic, anything from the Jeeves series. Even if I'm having a down day, you know, these books have followed me through thick and thin. I just need to read one chapter and the smile is back in my face. And my husband always knows when I'm reading Jeeves because he can see my shoulders going and then he'll hear me laughing out loud. That's how good they are. So P.G. Wodehouse. And the genre that I usually read, and I read a lot of fictional books. I love cozy mysteries, cozy crimes, cozy mysteries. As the name suggests, they're not gruesome, they're not hard-boiled crime stuff. I quite enjoy that on TV shows, but when I'm reading, especially for bed, I want something a little bit escapist, cozy. If there's some good food in there, a wee bit of romance, that's the thing that I love. Lots of great cozy mystery writers. One of my favourites, I know many of you are also enjoying Ellie Griffiths, British writer. She's got several series. Simon Brett, Andrea Camilleri with Inspector Montalbano books, all good cozy mysteries. There's a blog, a website, I'll put a link down below, which goes even deeper into the cozy mystery genre. There are cozy mysteries set in a wedding planner situation or in a bakery, or there are cats solving the mysteries. So there are cozy mysteries out there for everybody. So if you haven't checked out cozy mystery before, now that we're getting cozy, you might like to try that. But anyway, on with non-fiction. Atomic Habits, you should be able to find this one at your local library. It's become a bestseller, rightly so. If you're looking to make some big life changes, it really does all boil down to the simple daily habits, the routines. It also gives you the science behind why the Fly Lady system works so well. And I don't usually turn down pages. I hate when people turn down pages, but it's got a lot of food for thought in there and positive examples of how to actually make those changes. So Atomic Habits. Next one is a parenting book, but also good even if you don't have kids. Carol Tuttle, The Child Whisperer. You may recognise Carol. Carol's the lady behind Dressing Your Truth, that I love so much. I really wish I had had this book when my kids were smaller, but it has been a real eye-opener for me. As I said, even if you don't have kids, it's useful. It just gives you kind of introduction to energy profiling, the types, what our individual gifts are. And it's been a real help for me vis-a-vis my kids, you know, even through going to high school, university. My son is now leaving the nest. Just to show how I am as a parent, working with the kids, expectations. So this is a great one, great parenting book. And then the last one I'm going to tell you about in non-fiction is a cookbook. Now, I used to have a real hoarding addiction with cookbooks. You might be the same. these days I get all my recipe inspiration online. So I've only got a few cookbooks left, and the main ones that I've kept are anything by the British cook Nigella Lawson. She's always great entertainment value, and this is actually one of her kind of basic books. It's called How to Eat, and it's a great guide of, you know, how to cook things from scratch, staples for your pantry, seasonal dishes. So Nigella Lawson is, and she's also fun to watch on the television. Maybe you've seen some of her programs. Anyway, talking about kids and my son leaving the nest, I'm actually in my son's bedroom, which I'm now converting into my office. Let's talk about kids' books. Now, my kids are bilingual. My husband is Danish, I'm Scottish. So when we're chatting as a family, my husband will say something in Danish, the kids will reply in Danish. I'll say something in English, the kids will reply in English. So it's a bit like ping pong. So my kids have grown up reading in both languages. And just for fun, here's something that all Danes grew up reading. My husband read them, kids read them. Do you recognise him here? Donald Duck is huge in Denmark. Here in Denmark, he's called Anders And. In Sweden, they know him as Kalle Anka. And there you go. Classic Danish reading for kids. And other books that they have really loved, you may know this one, Dr. Seuss, One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish, and I'm going to have that going in my head all day. My son, when he first started reading, how can we talk about books, not talk about Harry Potter? He loved these books, and you know, he would read them from front to back, from back to front, and it was that kind of, you know, head underneath the covers with a torch reading. He loved Harry Potter, and also anything, the Rick Riordan books, which you may know as the Percy Jackson Heroes of Olympus series. My daughter, put them down there. I love those box sets, don't you? My daughter actually read many of the stories that I read when I was a child. Enid Blyton, British classic. Enid Blyton has got lots of different series. My daughter really enjoys the school series, Mallory Towers, Girls at Sinclair's, The Naughtiest Girl is a Monitor. And I loved Enid Blyton too, and I actually preferred the detective stories. Surprise, surprise. And here, just for fun, is my favourite book from when I was a child. Detective's Handbook. Yes, it's falling apart, but I actually bought, it still exists today, there's a new version of it. I actually bought this one for my kids because I was worried that something would happen to this one. So I hope we give you a wee bit of inspiration for non-fiction, fiction, kids books. Go and check out Steph's video. I'm sure she's got very different choices than what I have here. What should we all be reading? Have you got a book that you think is really cozy going into the season? Have you got a fantastic cookbook? What about an idea for a Christmas gift? Let's have them. We all love book recommendations. So put your comment down below, and all I'm going to do now, I'm going to get ready to hygge, get that blanket and read one of my books, is say, live long and prosper, may the reading hygge be with you, and I'll see you very soon. Okay, bye for now with a rah, rah, rah.